Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. We are starting a new season today in 7 Days to Die. We're about to spawn in here. Let's see where we spawn in at. Maybe we'll get lucky. Good, we got a good spawn. We are in the what I call the lush green area. And what I want to do this series is going to be kind of a series for new players. And I'm going to try to cover all the basics. And hopefully you'll learn something that you did not know before. And you get something out of this. So first we'll press B, and this shows our character over here. So you see we have nothing on. Our stats shows our health, stamina, food, water, temperature, how many kills, how many times we have died, and how long our life meter is. At the top, this is our crafting menu, and we'll cover that a lot more later. And map menu, and skills menu. And again, we'll cover this a lot more later. So they do start us off with some 4 quests to get us going. So what we're going to do now is just going to gather some materials, and we're going to do these quests right away because they do give you 4 skill points after you complete the quest, so it's good to get them done. Just loot this car. If you press R, it loots everything, and that's what we want to do. We'll start worrying about some inventory management as we go along. R loots all. Again, we want to take all that. So our first quest here is, let's take a look at the map. Got a pretty good idea where we are. Again, this is the area that we will want to be in. In my opinion, the climate is moderate, not too hot, not too cold. Just a good place for us to be. Couldn't ask for a better starting point. So let's hit B again and go up to our little hammer, which is the crafting menu, and you see they put an icon here for a bedroll, and we need 10 plant fibers. We have 12, so you can hit W or click on the craft button, and you can see down here on the left hand side is our crafting progress. So let's drag that down here. Let's move some of these things out of the way that we don't need right away. Put our food up here. Our torch will keep down here. We could use it as a weapon if we have to. But let's place our bedroll down here, and if you scroll over it with your mouse wheel to whatever icon it is, and you right click to place it, and then we're going to immediately pick it back up because we obviously don't want our respawn bed here in the middle of the road. So let's get this back out of the way here, and let's just keep on gathering some resources. We need some small stone, and we've already got a couple picked up here. We need one more to make our axe. We can use that to gather wood. So we shouldn't have too much trouble finding some stone around here. My motto is always be crafting, always be gathering. There's some stone. There's a bird's nest. We're going to need that for our next item. So We want to get all the feathers we can, because we want to make a bow as quick as possible. Cotton plant. That can be used to make bandages. And this chrysanthemum is going to be used to make red tea later on as well. So let's get back up here where we can see. If you are new to the game, we have what's called a game stage. It goes along with your level. So we want to keep an eye on our game stage. You want your level to be, well, your game stage is always going to be higher than your level, but you don't want to out level your game stage. What that will do is, excuse me, what that does is just makes the zombies harder than what we really have the ability to fight them. So you want to keep an eye on that. So let's go ahead and craft our axe now. We have all the resources we need. 2 stone, 2 plant fiber, 2 wood. So let's craft that, and that will give us a bit of a weapon, and also it's going to enable us to chop down some wood easier. Let's go ahead and get some wood out of this tree. Chop this down. So as you can see up there at the top, our next thing it wants us to craft is plant fiber clothing. So that'll give us a little protection from the weather elements. Got some. Alright, so hit B again, and let's go to our menu. We're going to get pants, shirt, and also we want to go ahead and craft some shoes up. Alright, so now we can go back to our character menu, and we can click on our pants, W. You can click on W, or excuse me, hit W on the keyboard. Just click it. Shirt. Shoes. We can also make some clothes. Right, plant fiber gloves. Let's craft those up, and we'll throw those on as well. Alright. Maybe even a hood. What do we need? Oh, we just need some more. We need some more fibers for the hood, so we might as well go ahead and gather those. And just like that, we've got a full set of clothing. Alright, there we go. So, this brass, I'm going to go ahead and scrap. We'll use that later on. I don't want to use... Go ahead and chop those pine seeds. I don't need that. If you click on your little inventory bag up here, it sorts your inventory for you. Kind of a fast way to keep it in check. This hubcap, I'm not going to need it for a while, so I'm going to scrap it as well. Alright. So let's we find a little purse here. What's in here? Nothing. Cloth. Alright, so the next thing it wants us to do is craft a wooden club. So let's go back to our craft menu. And you click on the very first one, the basics. It's already highlighted for us. Let's go ahead and craft that wooden club. Alright, so it gives us a little better weapon. If you click on the weapon, it shows the stats up here. So this has 13 melee damage. Compare that to our stone axe. Our axe has 4 less damage. And then one thing I want to get into right away also is repairs. If you click on the item, go up here and click repair. Your first starting tool is just take wood, stone to repair, so it's pretty basic. So now we got a club. So let's see, the next thing they want us to do is our bow and arrows. So we got really lucky and found some feathers right off. So let's go ahead and make our bow. And what do we need for arrows? We need some more stone. Alright, so let's go find some stone here. And I see a big rock right down the street here. That's going to give us all the stone we need. And there's one on the street as well. Switch back to our axe. So we're constantly going to be looking for bird's nest to get those feathers for our arrows. I'm a ranged kind of guy. I like using the bows and the rifles. So, okay, well, let's go back to our build menu. Stone arrow. And this is the max that we can make. So click on that, we can make 8 arrows. So that's not too bad. So here's our bow. Slide our torch over here. Equip our bow. So we want to left click, notch arrow. Right click is to zoom in. And once you have an arrow drawn, you can't take it back. So you want to make sure that you're ready to shoot before you draw that arrow. Alright. Our next starter quest is craft a wood block. Let's go back to our base menu. Basic menu. Craft a wooden block. Actually, I'm going to craft about 10 of them. You will find this is something you constantly use all the time, and we've got plenty of wood. So, in fact, I carry it down on my hotbar because I use it all the time. So they want us to place one, and then they want us to upgrade it. And to upgrade your wood block, pull out your tool. Right now our only tool is our hatchet, and right click, and that upgrades it, and that completes our quest. So we'll break this back down, get the wood. So we'll retrieve a little bit of wood there. We're also gaining XP for all this crafting we're doing, so that's nice. Speaking of XP, we go back to our stats menu here. This down here, the bottom will tell us XP to next level, 10,000. So it's not too bad. And again, you're always early on. You're always getting XP for pretty much everything you do. Killing zombies, of course, and crafting. So it's an ongoing thing. Alright, so our next, I believe this is our last starter quest we do. We want to build a campfire. So go back to our crafting menu, and there it is, the top campfire. All it takes is 5 stone. Let's craft it up. And we'll throw it down our hotbar, and they want us to place it. So we'll just throw it over here out of the way. And there you go. Good job, survivor. We completed the starter quest. Welcome aboard. Now, another thing for doing this really quick is it gives us our first trader. So if you look up there in the top right, trader is 703 meters away. So we pop open our map, and let's zoom out a little bit, and you can see he's going to be right over here. So typically well, this trader is going to be into the burn zone. I'm not crazy about building in the burn zone, but we'll head over there in a little bit just to check it out. But let's go and loot this first house while we're here. See what kind of trouble we can get into in here. Shouldn't be a whole lot of zombies in here to just start in. But one of them's trying to get out. I'm gonna go ahead and scrap that iron. Oh, let's help him out. Alright, how you doing? She's not dead yet. Right. There we go. And if you see down the bottom right hand corner 413 XP, that's the best way to tell if the zombies are dead or not. Sometimes it's hard to tell. They fall down and they continue to die, but not quite dead yet, so keep an eye on that. You want to be careful about this floor. As you can see, we could fall through it easily. So let's see what else we got in here. Picture frames can always be broken. Sometimes there'll be a safe behind there, or some hidden loot. So, let's see what else we got. Upstairs, let's do this bottom floor first. Couches can all be used for leather. Well, cloth and leather. Depends on which kind we have there. Oh, ranch, nice. Good find right away. Good find right away. Oh, 2 recipes. Wow, that's awesome. That is rare. We're getting lucky so far, guys. Not often you find a recipe in a cabinet like that. Usually they're found in bookcases. So that's awesome. I'll show you what those are here in just a minute. We'll get kind of to a safe area here. Let's go ahead and run back outside and I'll give you an idea of what these recipes are. Check the mailbox. Just some paper. Alright, let's take a look at these. So what these are recipes you find, typically you'll find them in bookcases and books, but they're random loot throughout. So what this will allow us to do is make us yucca juice smoothies. So just hit U, read it, gives us 50 XP. And this one is our red tea recipe, which is really nice. That's what we used this chrysanthemum to make red tea with. So let's read it. As you can see now, the book is closed. If we found this recipe again, the book would be open, so we know that we've already read it and used it, and we can sell that recipe to a trader. So for now, let's go ahead and put our wrench down here. That's a great find. And we're going to scrap these cans for now. We're not going to need them. Scrap our chairs. And let's see, it's about all we can scrap now. Alright, so let's get back in here. See what else we can find. Sure, we want to find some treble over here. Just gathering cloth here. And this fireplace here, we can use our axe and get coal out of that. And that is nice. use that coal later on. Just looking up here, sometimes it's one thing about this game, you gotta check every corner. They love hiding things. And pretty much everything, every part of the house is, you can take apart, break down. Alright, so let's head upstairs and see what we can find up here. Pretty much guarantee there's gonna be some zombies up here. Well, they are just on day one, so. Alright, steroids. Nice find early on. Always check the toilets. Get some murky water out of there. We will, later on, we'll cook that murky water up to make us some water. Some drinking water. Alright, there's probably gonna be somebody in here. No. Well, they're being nice to us because we just started. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Nothing there. I have a feeling there's something behind here. Let's take a look. Nope. Alright. Let's pick up these chairs. And I'm hearing somebody either outside or downstairs, one or the other. There she is. Let's go take care of her. I'm using this club early on to, oh, ouch. That hurt a little bit. I'm using this club early on to save our arrows till we start finding some more feathers to make more. There's some brass. We'll scrap that. And the brass, later on, we'll use that to, oh, I missed a cupboard. That brass, we'll use that later on to make ammo. But until then, we will, we'll probably sell at the trader. Maybe to buy some food with. I did not see a way up. I'm trying to get up on up to the roof. You'll find in this game there's always one really good room that has the loot. And I think it's downstairs. Let's go down here. No? Well. I guess there's nothing on that roof. Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about... Ooh. There is a... dog. That's... wolf. That is not a good sign. We don't need to see one of those first day. You can see he took care of that zombie. Check the map out here. Tell you what. If you can look over here in the bottom left-hand corner, you see we're a bit over-encumbered. Let's see if there's something we can get rid of. Well, we can scrap this chair. And we can scrap these cans. So that'll help us out a little bit. We do have one bottle of water. So let's make a bottle of chrysanthemum. Or red tea, excuse me. Because we found that recipe a while ago. So if you click on chrysanthemum and recipes, it'll tell you what you can make. We can make one red tea right now, but we have to have a fire built. So let's go ahead and build a fire again. Back to basic campfire. And tell you what, let's start heading down. Let's start heading down towards the trader. Better yet, let's go this way away from that dog. I'm not ready to take on that dog on day one. Let's head back this way. Got a good idea of what's down this way. I think there's like... yeah, I know exactly where we're at. There's a cracker book down here. And tell you what, well, we have a minute here. Let's go ahead and well, let's take care of this. Let's take care of these squirrels here. See how we do with our bow skills early on. Bow is really weak early on. So if you go back up to him after you shoot your bow and you press E, you can collect some of your arrows back. So I think we had 8. We got 6 now, so we got almost all of them back. Yeah, let's head down this way. I know exactly where we're at. These are some pretty big POIs here that will come back to loot eventually. We got some yucca plants here. Yep, I hear a nurse coming. Let's take her with the club. Not a nurse, I'm sorry. Let's take her with the club. Save our arrows for now. She's not dead yet. There we go. See over in the bottom right, got my XP. That tells me that she's dead. Alright, so let's collect this yucca. And if you remember right, if you remember earlier, we got a recipe that we can make those yucca smoothie. Okay, we got a, it says our item needs to be repaired. That's our axe. So it's simple enough. Click on it. We have the items that we need to use for repair. So we can click A, repair, back to new. Good as new. Alright, so let's head down. Grab some of this corn. Over here. Some of it's dead. Some of it's good. As you can see, the dead corn will be able to, or excuse me, the good corn will be able to cook. We got our fireplace, we got our corn, blueberries. Only a 1% chance of food poisoning, so let's eat a couple of those. We're still doing really good on food and water. We're good there. Alright, let's carry on. Let's repair our club over here. I like to keep all my tools in tip-top shape. So it's about 6 o'clock right now. It does run the 24-hour time clock. He's down, or he's not out. Alright. Let's see how we're doing level-wise. 7,500 XP to the next level. And we do also now have 4 skill points. And I'm gonna go ahead, actually I'm gonna go ahead and spend a couple of those. I know I want to put one in Lucky Looter. That gives you a little faster loot and adds 10 to loot bonus. So I always want to put one in there. And another thing we can do early on is start making spears. So they do a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and throw one in there. And I think I'm going to save the other 2 for right now. Let's go ahead and see what we need to make our spear. Stone spear. So we can make a level 2 spear because we put 1 point into that. So let's go ahead and make 2 of these. And that's going to be our primary weapon now over our club. Does more damage, and I actually usually carry 2 spears on me, 1 to throw and 1 to just to use the jab with. Grab that, some water dicks, nice. Alright. So it's about 7 o'clock. Gets dark at 2200 hours. And in this game, especially early on, you do not want to be out where it's dark. So, oops. Sorry about that, I accidentally threw my spear. We're getting pretty over encumbered at the moment. I know where I'm trying to get to. I'm gonna get over here to this. Should be a cracker book around the corner here. If memory serves correctly. kind of looking for a place to set up a temporary base. We're way over encumbered. We need to put a box down. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and make a storage chest. I heard one, but I don't see him. Yep. There's the crackle. Oh, there he is. He's a crawler. So with your spears, if you right click, it'll load up. Throw it, and you go up to retrieve it. It does a nice damage when you use the secondary attack. So this is the cracker book that I was trying to get to. Tell you what, let me go around the back here, climb up on top. It's got zombies inside, but for right now, maybe zombies on top. Let's see if we can clear this top part out. Oh, just one. Tell sneak bonus damage there. If you hold left control, crouch, you get a little extra bonus damage for being sneaky. So I know there's zombies down there. Oh, there's one right there. Look at her out with the bow. Little nurse up there sleeping. Nice headshot, but she's not dead. Get her arrows back as many as we can. Alright. And we got a nice dust light over here. Oh, flashlight. Nice. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down our bedroll up here. And drop a campfire up here. And we're going to drop our storage chest up here. You can left click to move it around. So let's just put it over here in the corner. And then select E. We're going to empty some of our stuff out of here that we're not going to be using for a little bit. Carry a flashlight with us, and we'll make some water, or we'll be able to make some drinking water with this here, and with the yucca. In fact, I'm gonna grab that yucca. But we want to wait till we we want to wait till we clear this out before we actually start. And it's almost dark now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this episode, guys, and we'll start back up. I'll probably go ahead and go through the night, let you know if anything exciting happens through the night. But hey, if you like this episode, if you like this series, please subscribe, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.